Grenada just got slapped with a level 2 travel warning from the US. That means they're telling Americans to be cautious if they visit. They're saying it's because of rising crime, armed robbery, and assaults, even near tourist areas. Now, let's be clear. This isn't the worst rating. It's not a level 4, which means do not travel at all. But for a country like Grenada, where tourism makes up 31% of GDP, this isn't light. It does land. And the timing, well, that's what makes it interesting. Just over a year ago, the US asked Grenada to accept deportees, not just Grenadans, but migrants from other countries. And Grenada said no, respectfully, of course, because we Grenadans are respectful people. But they were firm. We are not your holding cell. And fast forward a year, and just before peak tourist season, the US decides to flag Grenada as risky. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe it's pressure. And let's not act like Grenada's crime levels suddenly exploded. It's one of the low crime islands in the region, but now it's getting the same label as much larger, more violent states. And for context, the Bahamas also got a level 2, Jamaica and Trinidad level 3, and yet somehow the framing around Grenada feels a little bit different because Grenada didn't just say no to deportation deals. It also happens to be one of the only countries in the world where you can legally buy a passport and access a US visa through the E2 treaty. That means people from China, Russia, Nigeria, even the US can use Grenada as a mobility backdoor. And that's a route Washington doesn't control. Add in zero tax on foreign income, stronger ties with China and the Middle East, and an unwillingness to play detention partner, and suddenly this travel warning starts to look a lot less like protection and more like punishment. But if we're talking danger, let's be fair. Should we also not be warning about traveling to the US, mass shootings, ICE raids, police brutality? If Americans don't feel safe at home, maybe they should look inward before pointing fingers outward. So what should Grenada do? Well, first, control the narrative. The government needs to lead with data, show safety stats, launch a global campaign. Don't let the label stick. Second, double down on regional unity. CARICOM needs to respond as one, because this kind of pressure is never just about one country. Third, diversify. Build stronger economic pillars beyond tourism and beyond the US. And to the people, please don't panic. But don't brush this off either, right? Once your image is marked unsafe, it moves slower through airports, banks, and investment rooms. This isn't just a tourism issue, it's a sovereignty issue. And if Grenada's being pressured for standing firm, then we need to ask, what kind of world are we building where small nations get punished for having a spine? Anyway, make sure you follow me, like my content, and if you love my content, please hit the subscribe button. Anyway, speak soon.